Hey, Morgan. Hey, hope you're well, man. Adam here with JeepRecyclers.com. Shelby said you're running into some issues putting your vent window together. Before I kind of tell you my insight info, just letting you know, we're going to do a full video on how to break this down and rebuild the whole thing. Doesn't help you now, but just give you a heads up for the future. But first, there's 3 different channels, and it's important to know that because one of the channels is ambidextrous. Okay, so meaning you can put it on here. Here, come on in. All right, you can put it on here and it'll fit, and you can put it on the other side and it'll fit fine. Okay, so first, just recognizing which channel you have. Okay, so basically, if you look at the top and see, are the holes exactly the same on here and here? And if so, that's what you have. If not, it's just simply recognizing which side is going to be your driver and which side is going to be your passenger. The driver, the inside is the interior, the skinny side is the exterior. And before I put it on, I clean these channels up. We receive them the same way you receive it. They don't really do a good job of trying to smooth these out. So what I like to do is go in and just file these all down flush to make sure there's no edges, because that little edge is going to lift it up just enough to take it off that hole. So from there, I file these all the way down as flush as I can get them, and then I put my channel on. And from here, sometimes they line up perfectly. More times than none that they don't. But if you do need to file something to make the holes line up, file your channel and not your division bar, because this is basically what the crush rivet needs to hold on to. So this is just like a sandwich. This is in between. So from here, if any filing needs to be done, I file the channel itself a little bit to make sure the holes line up. And what I do, I don't have any crush rivets right here available. I just take crush rivets or the rivets that you're going to use, and I stick them all the way down that line, and I make sure that they all line up. And this is in there the way it should be in there. Okay, the next part. So this right here sometimes needs to be filed as well. Now the crush rivet that you use here has a much larger head on this side, so it can take more space. So if you do need to file this right here, it'll be okay, because it needs more space in general there. But there's little parts in here that need to be cleaned out. So the little excess rubber that's in those holes, they need to be cleaned out. So I like to use a little X-Acto knife and just kind of clean those out. Sometimes I also use this tool for like cutting holes into belts, where it kind of, I can't think of what's called, leather punch or what have you, but they need to be cleared out right there. And then the way it sets in here, so again, the larger side is the interior of the cab, and this gasket fits right here. And you kind of have to force it back because it's new material and it's not going to want to sit in there very comfortably. So you line up all your holes. I should say you have this top hole goes in this hole here. These guys right here remain open, and then you have 2 here, and you're only using the top one. So that one lines up right here. Okay, and as you go down the line, you can see what I'm seeing on my end. I need to do some filing on this gasket or this part right here to line up with my stainless steel channel here as well. So it's unfortunate, but that's kind of what you have to do here, unfortunately. But it's not too crazy, I should say, after you get it all lined up. One more thing to note. So when you're putting on there's 2 little parts that go right here. There's like an L channel and then a flat bar that sticks out right here. So I would make note that the L channel faces this way. So it's like this large, or I should say this channel here somewhat matches this, if that makes sense. So the L channel sits here and matches this L. And then this one goes this way, so towards the exterior. This one is pretty common that they mess this drilling up right here. So oftentimes, so these are two different hole sizes right here. So depending on what year you have, these are two different, or not hole size, but rather offsets. So that these are two different offset holes. So if this hole offset right here is too close together for your L bar there, or L bracket, then file the L bracket and not the division channel. So basically just a little file on the inside holes of your L bracket, and make sure you paint them, because they'll definitely rust on you. So those are not stainless, they're pretty bad material. And then just make sure you set on here, and both your crush rivets, you know, set on comfortably, and you should be good to go right there. But that's it. So there is some manipulation that needs to be done to make it, you know, a little better, actually a lot better. One more thing to make note, I'm an obsessive person. So when they drill these at the factory, or I should say when they drill these at the manufacturer, you can tell they don't put them in a jig, okay? So which means they're gonna have a little bit of a spread. And it's not the biggest deal. It's really, excuse me, not gonna affect really anything, but it annoys me. So if you kind of squeeze these together right here to make sure that this all matches, it'll all flow a little bit nicer too. Just be careful, because this little stainless piece right here can also pop off, but it does pop right back on. So if it does pop off, you can just pop those back on. That's it, man. Hopefully this helps. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out, man. We're always here to help. All right, see you, bud.